name's Jan, and I'm finally very happy to meet you. And I know I've been threatening to video you for months, and I'm 7 months behind just about in where I hope to be. But as you probably are, most of you aware, I've had a few problems along the way. And videoing is not as easy as I thought it was going to be, because all the different file types and what they relate to and what they convert to is a long, hard road to have to learn. But anyway, I'm getting there. But this morning I was surfing the net looking for things for plumbers, and I came across some things that actually made me a little bit angry. It made me angry because I thought these people were taking advantage of you. And I thought, well, the only way I can stop that is if I actually talk to you and suggest a few things for you to consider. And then you can make up your own mind because you've got a bit more knowledge. But I have a list of things here that I would like to cover this morning. But firstly, I just wanted to say I'm really, really happy to meet you, and I'm really, really glad that you're with us in one of our Constructing Profits group. We're a group from all over the world, and people are helping each other, and this is exactly what I wanted. So there's lots of ideas in here for everyone. It just means that some will suit you, some won't, but it's up to you to make the choice. But if you don't know what they are, you don't know what you've got to choose from, how do you? Anyway, let's go through my list this morning. The first thing I'd need to ask you is, why do you need a website? I'm asking you what you want your website to actually do for you, because you have to be very clear on that before you even begin having a website. Now, I know that sounds really strange because I really do believe in websites. I think they are very essential. But you need to know what you actually want your website to achieve for you. Because if you don't know what its intention is, well, it's got nowhere to go. You don't know what your aim is. So if you don't know what your aim is, you don't know what your target is, and you'll never know whether you reach it or not. So what happens then? You've got this all singing, all dancing website that's floating around in cyberspace with no purpose. So that's just a waste of money for you. But what really made me a little bit cross this morning was I came across a couple of websites promising to make websites for plumbers, and they were charging the earth. And I mean, I have to ask you, as a plumber, why would you need a 9-page website? You know, I just don't believe you do. If you're a retailer of plumbing essentials and supplies and tools and products, yes, by all means, you definitely need a website. You know, the 9-page website, or possibly even more. But as a plumber, you're a plumber, you're not a retailer. You know, it's a retailer that needs these 6, 4, 5, 9-page websites. If you're a plumber, what you need your website to do is what you design it to do. Now, if you want it to be a quick way for people to contact you easily because they would like a quote, for example, well, you need to make it very easy for them to put in their name, address and phone number and what they want, or that they can see your phone number. It sort of dives out and hits them in the face. You know, you have to make it easy for your customers to reach you. I mean, if they've got water going everywhere or whatever, well, then they definitely just need your phone number. In that case, that's where they really go for the yellow pages. So your yellow pages ad and your website actually have a few things in common, and that is space, easy to read and easy to contact you with the numbers that jump out at them. That's what they're looking for. But if you are if you often pick up goods, you know, white goods or something like that for your customers, yeah, I mean, you can then go and get your supply from your supplier, your favourite supplier, and sometimes you can put a service charge on it for it. I mean, you can always try that, because it does cost you time to go and pick these things up, and that time has got to be paid for. It's your time, and your time is worth money. Right? So certainly put a charge on goods that you pick up for them, because I think that that's fair and reasonable, and most people would also agree. But that's where you can also pick up a bit of extra percentage profit, because you should be getting a good discount if you deal with the same supplier all the time, right? I mean, these are things for you to consider as ways to maximize your profits. But please be very sure about your business. Know whether you're in the retail business of plumbing supplies, or whether you're actually a plumber that does the work, or a plumber that picks up supplies for his clients. Right? They're three different things. But if you're going to build a website, please be very, very sure what you want that website to do, because otherwise it's a waste of money for you. But also, once you've got a website, then it needs to be networked. When I say networked, it means to be linked to other trades or other plumbing businesses or plumbing suppliers. But anyway, that's a whole different subject. We'll go into that later on. In fact, I'm seriously thinking of putting a series of videos together, so that if people that want video marketing information, that will be a separate product. But I'm just giving this to you now because I got quite angry over seeing this high charge for this website this morning. It really wasn't fair. Okay, my last question I want to ask you about. Do you have a colour scheme for your business? When I say a colour scheme, I mean a consistent colour that's on all your stationery, that's on the sign writing on your vehicle, something that's easily and discernible as being belonging to XYZ plumbers. Okay, so be very careful of that colour scheme, because colour affects people, and you mightn't believe it, but it is very, very important. And I suppose what brought this to mind is because there's a builder in my region who's just built himself a really, really nice new building. And it's super duper. The design is excellent. It fits in. The design of the building fits in so well with everything around it. But to be honest with you, I reckon with the colour scheme, he must have got a pretty good buy on the battleship grey he painted the building. That would be my only reason for thinking that he chose that particular colour, because a battleship grey, it looks very drab. You know, it looks very drab, very unforward thinking. It just, the colour scheme doesn't suit the area that it's in. It doesn't suit the building. It's just the wrong colour, and it's such a shame, because it is such a really well designed building. And it looks good. The building looks good. It's just this dreadful battleship grey. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention to you that if you've got a colour scheme, be careful of it and use it all the time. Right? So that it becomes part of your brand recognition for your plumbing business, or carpentry business, or tiling business, or landscaping business, whichever trade you're in. Be very careful of the colour that you use. Make sure it's suitable for your business and for your particular trade. Anyway, that's enough ranting from me today. You'll probably be shocked enough anyway at getting this video email finally. I knew I'd get it done eventually, but I was just really galvanised this morning, because I want you guys to be really, really sure of what you need and how you can best get there. Thanks very much for watching, and thank you very much for being a subscriber of mine for so long. I really, really, really appreciate you. And over the coming years, I'm going to give you good value, because that's my promise to you. Thanks for watching, and go and have a really, really nice weekend. Thanks. Bye-bye.